Willie George Field at Dennis Byrd Stadium. This is the fifth and final game of INFC Championship Saturday. Mike Stewart with Don Rice here at Willie George Field at Dennis Byrd Stadium, Lincoln Christian High School in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The VERDIGRIS Cardinals, 6th grade edition, going up against the Patriots of Metro Christian. VERDIGRIS trying to do what TYAA did in the Mighty Mites games from earlier today, trying to go back-to-back. Don, how would you sum up the day?
The day has been filled with ball control, one team. The other team struggled a little bit, and each time, whichever team has been able to control the ball, and then what so many times happens, I don't care whether you're talking college, pro, high school, the team that has avoided the turnovers has won the ball game.
And it's been as simple as that. Basically, teams who are negative on the turnover advantage today, 0 for 4 in championship games. And so if we're following a recurring theme, which obviously by game number 5 is a clear and present point, whoever can stay turnover-free is bound to win this ball game.
Well, in ball control, as we talked about, especially in the first 3 ball games that we did, and even in the last one, you take away the kickoff return, which is a special teams play, which obviously that's part of the game. But if the Comets don't run the kickoff back, then they could very possibly have been shut out.
Yeah, the Comets were that they had that 87-yard kickoff return, and they were very well on the verge of being shut out in that game in the 5th grade championship. Bishop Kelly didn't look good. They had bad spurts, bad starts, and we're on here to the 6th grade game. VERDIGRIS looking to make it 2 out of 3 today. Bigsby able to win the 4th grade championship by a shutout score of 12-0. And then they are able to win this 5th grade championship just moments ago as kickoff is about to go off here in the 6th grade game. 6th grade game, always the most explosive and exciting game. Expect to see a lot of fireworks through the passing attack here. And we are underway. Metro Christian gets the ball at the 28-yard line, looking to return it here. Brought down at around the 35. And do we have a turnover?
Actually, they're saying the ball's dead. The official on the edge, the lineman, comes in and says the ball was actually down.
The fans getting more excited than they needed to as their officiating crew did call it dead at the 35-yard line. So, most rowdy fans obviously coming out for these 6th graders here. It's like we've had more and more fans as the weather has warmed up. 41 degrees here in Tulsa as Metro Christian is set to have the first offensive possession of the game tonight. Quarterback takes a snap, gives it to his running back. He's running up, and he gets brought down at around the 36-yard line. Maybe a gain of a yard on that one.
Manhattan Duffy, actually, that was kind of just a little dump pass, kind of almost like a controlled run. It looks like Major Brooks will be the quarterback for the Patriots. And if not mistaken,
Major Brooks, number 1, the quarterback here for Metro Christian. He takes the ball and is looking to get away, fires it to his receiver. And, again, they're not really able to get much. This VERDIGRIS defense is just swarming to the ball.
Isaiah Angler, one of the captains that came out before the ball game for the coin toss, he was there for the defense. And as I was talking about earlier, it looks like the quarterback for the Patriots is kind of going Kenny Stabler style. He's left-handed.
It's a left-handed quarterback, and then he's being pursued here by the VERDIGRIS defenders. Throws it, get rid of it, and there's an interception right there at the 44-yard line.
Well, that brings all the noisemakers out. The VERDIGRIS fans have come out with not only the hand clappers, but they've got the, I don't know what you call those things, noodles that they're pounding together.
Hand clappers and hand warmers. It looks like it was number 11, Jet Roach, with the interception. And at the 44-yard line, with the sun going down and the LED lights coming on, this is helping with our visibility with VERDIGRIS' jerseys. For those of you that have been watching earlier today, knowing that we had difficulty trying to keep track of the VERDIGRIS jerseys as the sun is starting to go down a little bit here in Tulsa, we get a better view of the VERDIGRIS jerseys with the overhead lights.
Well, things bode well for the VERDIGRIS high school football team, you would think. They've got teams in the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade championships here.
Yeah, they definitely have a great youth program as evidenced by Championship Saturday. QB takes a snap. He starts to run. He puts a stiff arm on one defender, stays on his feet, brought down immediately, and is tackled by the Patriots. And that is number 8 for Metro Christian, able to bring him down. That is Manhattan Duffy on the tackle.
Give him 3 on the play. So even though it was a great tackle, still a positive play.
Verdigris coming to the huddle here, looking to make the most of their opportunities on this first offensive possession as they are running up to the line of scrimmage here. Two receiver set, got a fullback and a running back flanking the quarterback, gives it to his running back, able to run, and he's going to have room. Goes all the way down inside the 35-yard line, down to the 34. Big gain there for Verdigris. Excellent running.
They'll pick up the first down.
They'll pick up the first down, and the change to be moved here, trying to get an idea who had the ball there on the last possession. We're able to see the jerseys a bit better, but it's still...
Might be McClanahan, number 21. One thing I have noticed about Verdigris, 4th, 5th, and 6th, they run the exact same offense, and that's so important in the youth level, and I would bet this mirrors what their high school team does.
Quarterback takes the snap. He has a couple tackles there. Defenders there ready. Number 2 and number 16 for Metro Christian, Tyler Shackelford, and also Benjamin Garrett on the tackle there to stop the quarterback. So ball now at the, looks like it's at the 36 here, going to be coming up with a second down and about 12 upcoming.
I have our first pass of the afternoon.
QB with the ball. Again, trying to run it, but it looks like Metro Christian's defense is keyed in on what they're doing. The same two guys in the backfield there for Metro Christian. Again, Benjamin Garrett, number 16, and number 2, Tyler Shackelford, wanting to make sure that the quarterback isn't able to run too far away from it. That's going to be a loss of 1 as we come up with 3rd and 13.
You know, Garrett's playing the end out here, and he is defeating the blocker on each of these plays. Setting the edge well and also helping with the tackle. Great job by the defensive end.
Metro Christian trying to hold contain here. And again, 2 receiver set here for Verdigris. Quarterback looking to throw it down the field. He's wide open and catches it. And gets tackled at the 8-yard line. Big pass play for Verdigris.
Manhattan Duffy saved the touchdown, but the big tight end leaked out over the middle. Quarterback hit him in stride, and the shoestring tackle saved 6.
So big-time play there. It was a touchdown-saving tackle for Metro Christian. Verdigris going to have this ball at the 9-yard line with 4:05 remaining in the opening quarter.
That's Luke Boren running the offense, number 18 for the Verdigris group.
Number 18, the quarterback behind center for the Cardinals. Looking to find hopefully another wide receiver he can think. Gives it to the fullback. He's running this, shakes defenders. That is number 44 for Verdigris. It's going to be Bo Daniels. Runs it down to about the 6-yard line, able to get a gain of a couple yards on there as we have the clock tick down inside 3.5 minutes here in the first quarter.
Jared Nail for the defense, number 36, made the stop. He got plenty of help there for one of the linebackers. Clock works inside at 3:30. We're in quarter number 1, 6th grade championship ball game.
Right here on Southern Sports Network, quarterback takes the snap, he fires it, and he overthrows his receiver as it falls incomplete. He intended that for number 14, Colby Ford, and he was wide open there in the flat, but it was just thrown over his head. As the clock is now at 3:10 remaining.
We're looking at 3rd and goal.
Ball at the 6-yard line. Verdigris looking to strike first blood here.
Which is very important because if you've seen each team that scored first has gone on to win these contests today.
Absolutely. So 100% success rate of winning the title if you can get on the board for the first time. As in youth football, there's not enough time to mount a heavy comeback here, so having that first touchdown is rather significant. Running the football, still on his feet, and he's brought down in around the, I'd say, the 3 or 4 yard line. That's Luke Boren, number 18, staying upright as the clock is at 3:10 right now.
Yeah, well, you go back to Duffy one more time. He's last line of defense on 2 or 3 of these plays, and he's made the tackle each time. It's 4th and goal now from the 4-yard line.
So critical play here already on the first drive for Verdigris. 4th down. Quarterback takes the snap. He's running, looking to get into the end zone. He's held up at the 1 and waiting for the whistle here. And it looks like Metro Christian holds. So bend but don't break for the Patriots defense. They will have it at the 1-yard line to start their second offensive series with 2:49 remaining in quarter number 1.
That's Luke Neely was the last one off the pile, so he was the one that originally made the hit for the Patriots, and they'll stop them. Ball down at about the 2-yard line.
Timeout, Patriots. We're going to take one with them. 30 seconds. We'll be right back on Southern Sports Network.
She was a good companion, eyes like the Grand Canyon. She was an American beauty, with her wafers on in the summer sun. Her touch felt like a loaded gun. Wish I had held her long.
A major offensive series there for VERDIGRIS, but just stops short of the end zone. Big time bend but don't break defense for Metro Christian. Ball officially spotted at the 2-yard line. Hoping they don't get a safety here, Don.
Well, you said it at the break. I mean, we haven't seen one today, but it's set up if we can get any kind of pursuit whatsoever from the defense, because the quarterback's going to set up about 8 yards deep in the end zone.
And he's looking to run it out. And there is a safety by VERDIGRIS. First safety of the evening. 2:42 remaining. And they're going to get the ball on a free kick here. 2-0. Big defensive stop by VERDIGRIS.
I believe I heard the public address announcer give it to one of the young men by the name of Ben. Maybe Bo.
Either way you look at it, that was a key defensive stop for VERDIGRIS, and that's 2 points that could be critical in this game, because if each team ends up scoring 2 touchdowns, neither one of them converts extra points, it's like they would have converted 2 extra points anyway because of the safety.
You don't see safeties very often in any brand of football, and I think this is about game number 20 for me this season. It's the first safety I've seen in youth football this year.
So 20 games being worked, and we've had 5 games here on this field here at Lincoln Christian for Championship Saturday. And again, quarterback tried to outrun the defenders, but they were able to line up from sideline to sideline and make sure he didn't get out of the end zone there. Excellent defensive play call by VERDIGRIS.
And then, as so often happens, one of the big benefits of getting a safety is look at the field position they're going to get. You know, barring a great kick right here, they're going to take the ball over probably somewhere inside the 40.
Yeah, they're going to have it well within Metro Christian's own side of the field here, because the free kick isn't like it's a kickoff or a punt per se.
Major Ruff is kicking off for the Patriots.
Ruff will kick it off for the Patriots. We need one more little athlete, and here he comes. He said, I knew I was supposed to be out there. I want a little extra TV time.
So now 11-on-11, and that kick is not advantageous at all for Metro Christian. VERDIGRIS going to take this over at the 34-yard line. And we saw how they moved the ball and was able to get all the way down to the 1 before the excellent defensive effort by the Patriots was able to stop VERDIGRIS from getting into the end zone. Going to be a lot more difficult having to drive less than 35 yards this time.
Jackson Cagle will come out, big number 75. He'll anchor the offensive line for the VERDIGRIS group, and he did a good job on that first drive as the quarterback got loose on several nice runs.
So they're getting ready to come out here, and again, we can see, for those of you who have been following VERDIGRIS from the 4th grade to the 6th grade, the reason why we can see these jerseys a lot better is because the lights are over them and the sun isn't reflecting off of it. Quarterback takes a snap, and he's running. He's got a couple Metro Christian defenders. He's able to juke past them. The third man is there, able to bring him down. Again, that is number 2 for Metro Christian. That's going to be Tyler Shackelford with the save.
One more time, Benjamin Garrett. He didn't make the tackle, but he was the first one to put a helmet on him. He fought a block up on the edge here. Right now, him and number 2 are leading the charge for this Patriot defense.
And the clock is downside, 2 minutes here remaining. So VERDIGRIS hoping to get a score on the board before the quarter comes to an end.
Second down 8.
Bourne takes a snap, gives it to his running back. Running back able to get room following his blockers.
Ball comes
and looks
loose.
like there's a turnover. Metro Christian is saying that they have it.
Luke Neely says that's our ball, but what does the official say?
We're
Third
waiting
down.
for the official call. They're saying that there is no turnover. Ball is being held down, it looks like, at the 30-yard line. So Metro Christian thought they had a turnover, and the refereeing crew is saying that's going to stay here.
Boston Sherman actually came out of the pile, one of the Verdigris players. Nice play by him. He kept the football for his offense.
So they're going to stick with this two-receiver set. Gives it to his fullback, and he's able to get a ton of yardage there. That's number 44, Bo Daniels. And it looks like he got enough there for the first down.
Daniels just simply put the foot in the ground and took off, and he'll move the sticks 1st and 10.
Ball is now at the 23-yard line. We got 55 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. They're hoping to get at least what would be an 8-point lead if they can get a touchdown, pending any extra point. Quarterback takes the snap, gives it back to Daniels. Daniels able to run. He dances around and is able to get down to around the 18-yard line before he's finally stopped by the Metro Christian defense with 31 seconds remaining. I think they're just going to let the clock tick down here as it's starting to sunset here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So rinse and repeat with another Daniels run. Clock ticking down inside 15 seconds. They may try to go with one more run here before we wrap up the first quarter. QB with the snap, looking to drop it, throws it to his receiver, and he's tackled immediately. That's number 14, Colby Ford. Great wrap-up tackle by the Metro Christian defender, and that is the end of the first quarter. So one safety down, 3 quarters to go. Verdigris leads Metro Christian by a score of 2-0. We will have the second quarter action on the other side of this break with the Southern Sports Network.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going to change us now. Spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going to change us, ripping out pages. I'm going to change us now.
So a safety by Verdigris gets us to 2-0 after one quarter. Mike Stewart here with Don Rice on color commentary. This is the INFC 6th grade championship game between Verdigris and Metro Christian Academy. The Patriots and the Cardinals doing battle, and it's a low-scoring one so far.
One of the takeaways I think I have to make through the entire day is we start with 1st grade. This is 6th grade. We've had so few turnovers and so few penalties in youth football. It just goes to show not only how well the INFC coaching staffs are doing, but how advanced the football is even in the 1st and 2nd grades.
Yeah, if you're able to, I think we maybe had 3 to 5 turnovers for the entire day, which is a significant accomplishment given that we're dealing with 1st through 6th graders, and that's no small feat. Verdigris with the ball, looking to get into the end zone for the first time today as they were able to tackle Metro Christian in the end zone, and there's going to be a penalty right there. They are going to say that it is against Metro Christian. They jumped off. It was encroachment, 5-yard penalty.
That's up to the coaching staff. Come out after the break, go on a hard count, and then you got to credit the offensive line. Everybody held their water, and they got them a free first down.
7:54 remaining. Just ticked off a few seconds there to try to get the hard count snap off. Cardinals coming onto the field here. QB being flanked by his running back and fullback, and then we have Bo Daniels with the ball. He's running down inside the 10, breaking multiple tackles as he gets down, still on his feet, down at about the 3-yard line. Hard running and refusing to go down. Bo Daniels with the 1st and goal for Verdigris.
Not exactly sure how many tackles he broke, but I know that he gets credited with at least second effort on that play and maybe third and fourth effort.
Yeah, great second, at least the second and third effort on that one. Just wanting to make sure that they can pad this 2-point lead and actually get some points on the board for the offense.
Well, you made a great point. With that 2-point conversion, they just score a touchdown here, and automatically they're up 8 points. That makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, so you're already looking at 2 possessions if they get into the end zone here, and they're just 3 yards away from being able to do so. We have a timeout on the field. Timeout's going to be called by VERDIGRIS. They're going to take 30 seconds to think this over. We will too. We'll see you back on the other side of this break on SSN.
Feel the warmth deep down in my bones. I know that I am prone.
I miss him too.
Love brings us here. Together's where we all belong. You're my home. My home.
So we are back live. Second quarter action here in this 6th grade INFC championship game. Mike Stewart with Don Rice. Want to take a quick moment to thank our sponsors. The official sponsor of INFC football, Dick's Sporting Goods, and the official sponsor of the Southern Sports Network, Todd's Coffee, based out of Oklahoma City. Want to thank our sponsors for their support of INFC and SSN. As we get back here to Lincoln Christian High School, 3 yards away, the VERDIGRIS Cardinals are from scoring a touchdown.
Very vocal crowd here today for both teams.
So quarterback running, jukes a tackle, still running. Metro Christian wanting to hold him outside, and it doesn't look like the quarterback's able to get in. That's number 18, Luke Boren, able to juke the first defender, but it looks like he gained maybe a yard before he was tackled at the 2.
Nice play turned in there on the defense. It's all the way across the field, but I think that might have been number 1, Major Brooks.
Major Brooks with the tackle there, and he has made plays there for his team. Waiting for VERDIGRIS to come out. This is going to be, looks like 2nd down and goal to go. QB running it, and he's able to ease his way in. Touchdown, VERDIGRIS.
Well, I said it in that last ball game when VERDIGRIS scored a couple of touchdowns. Anytime the running back can get in the end zone without being touched, you got to credit those big boys up front. They did a great job. Sealed the edge. He cut off the tackle's backside and into the end zone.
And it looks like they just went with a fullback run there. Looked like number 44, Bo Daniels, and he had been getting big chunks of yards for him on multiple plays, and he gets them on the board for the offense. Going with the extra point here for VERDIGRIS. Kick is up, and it is good. So we do have it. Now remember, kicks in youth football, 2 points. We have a score of 10-0 for VERDIGRIS as we will get to another commercial. 30 seconds on the other side of this break.
She was a good companion, eyes like the Grand Canyon. She was an American beauty, with her wafers on in the summer sun. Her touch felt like a loaded gun. Wish I had held her long.
I want to touch upon rule. As a result of the end of that possession there. In youth football here in INFC, a kick counts as 2 points, where a run counts as 1. So with the safety combined with the 8 points, VERDIGRIS now with a 10-0 lead. 6:57 left in the opening half.
So now we don't know. Do the Comets have someone that can kick as well? Because if they don't, it's not necessarily a 2-possession game. It could actually be looked at as a 3-possession game.
So kick is underway. Metro Christian looking to make a big return here. Gets brought down at around the 48-yard line. Patriots have to do something to try to get some points on the board, or VERDIGRIS looks to start to run away with this already with a double-digit lead.
Well, Jackson Lynch did what he needed to do on that one. He gave him a nice return, and they're about 4 yards away from the 50-yard line.
Ball at the 48 here, officially spotted by the officiating crew. QB takes a snap, gives it to the running back. He's able to come around the end and looking to get some distance here. Has a stiff arm, and he gets knocked out of bounds. Big play by number 8 there for Metro Christian. That's Manhattan Duffy with the carry.
Aiden Hager on a nice tackle. Checking in the ball game for the defense will be Noah Irby.
5-yard gain on the play. Metro Christian deciding to run with the ball again. And here come Verdigris defenders ready to meet with number 1, Major Brooks. Looks like he was able to get maybe a yard or two there on the scramble.
Well, absolutely. Brooks was lucky he wasn't taken down behind the line of scrimmage. He actually might have picked up a yard, but that could have been a big-time loss for the Cardinal defense.
Second effort there for the quarterback, absolutely. So 6:09 remaining here, and quarterback takes a snap, looks to get rid of it, fires it, and he gets hit immediately to where the receiver is not able to come up with the football. Big stop there by the Verdigris defender as we are going to be coming up, it looks like, with 3rd and long. That's number 15 who made the stop, Brody Fuller for the Verdigris Cardinals.
Yeah, and without that hit, that pass is complete, and it's 4th down.
So 4th and 5, critical play here. Quarterback on the run. Brooks trying to direct men his way. He has enough for the 1st down to the 31-yard line. Impressive run by Brooks.
Well, and we talked about it one of the earlier games. All the defensive coaches always talk about angles, and that was just another case of where a defensive player took the wrong angle, and the quarterback used his speed to turn the corner, and that result was a 1st down for the Patriots. The drive continues.
Brooks directing his linemen to clear some space for him, and it definitely keeps the drive alive. Now he has the ball again, defense closing in, looking to bootleg this, fires. And it looks like they're going to call this a catch. They're moving the chains, and it's a 1st down. So Brooks starting to pick up his offensive awareness here, finding his receivers and scrambling when he needs to.
The catch was hauled in by Presley. We had a nice block on the play by number 34, Luke Neely, which gave the quarterback time to complete the pass. We had motion before the snap.
And we got a scramble up the middle for a Metro Christian touchdown. Number 8, Manhattan Duffy, just running it right through the heart of the defense, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and it looks like it's going to come back.
We had motion on one of the men in the backfield, I believe.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty. Replay 1st down.
So a 5-yard penalty going to bring that back and knocks the touchdown off the board for the Metro Christian Patriots. Duffy with an excellent run, but he obviously had some help on that one. Takes the snap here, looking to get rid of the ball. The blitz is coming. Brooks fires, and it was nowhere near anybody.
Yeah, but again, heads up, smart play by the Patriot quarterback, because if he doesn't get rid of that football right there, you're looking at a sack that's probably, well, count it off, 5, 10, about a 13-yard sack. They may call grounding on him, but that's still only going to cost him 5 yards.
Better 5-yard grounding than 13 to 15 yards on a sack. So the referees meet up here, and they are trying to make a determination where the ball is going to be spotted at. Still going to be at the 25-yard line. There are fans in the stands that obviously don't like it, but Metro Christian still on the move here. They're going to have to get to the 10-yard line to keep the drive alive in order to move the chains for a 1st and goal. Timeout called on the field. And we're going to take one with them. 30 seconds. We'll be back on the other side of this break. This is Southern Sports Network.
Feel the warmth deep down in my bones. I know that I am home.
I miss him too.
Love brings us here. Together's where we all belong. You're my home. My home.
So we are back, and we are live. Lincoln Christian trying to get on the board, trailing 10-0 to Verdigris. Verdigris able to kick an extra point, which counts as 2 here in INFC football, combined with the safety and then the touchdown run puts them on the board with double digits.
I'm going to piggyback up on top of the PA announcer. He just recognized the cheerleaders. We need to as well. Great job from all the ladies that have come out to entertain us today, and thanks to all their coaches as well.
Great job for all the young women doing cheerleading this afternoon. Brooks gets pulled down by his right jersey cuff, and a big stop there by the VERDIGRIS defense. So quarterback sack there for the Cardinals, and it's going to be a 3rd down and long, at least 3rd down and 20. They have to get to the 10 from the 30-yard line. Brooks running, looking to find an open defender, receiver, and it nearly got brought down. They want pass interference, but they're not going to get it.
Presley with a big-time effort, though. He just couldn't get the other hand up there. But I'm impressed with the Patriot quarterback. He let that one go from about the 32-yard line, so that's about a 31-yard pass.
And he had two multiple receivers there in the area that had the opportunity to catch the football. But now it's going to be 4th down and 20.
So now you kind of just got to play prevent defense. You can bend a little bit here. Just don't let them get inside the 10, and the ball goes back to your offense.
Blitz coming. Brooks has to scramble, able to juke out the defender that was on the blitz. Brooks making time, running out of time, tries to stiff arm the defender, and he's still on his feet. Great effort, but he's tackled at the 25-yard line. VERDIGRIS is going to take over 1st down and 10. 4:40 remaining before halftime.
Boston Sherman was the last Black Cat to put a hat on him. He finally got the quarterback out of bounds, but there was plenty of pursuit.
Brooks did a great job of trying to wear out the VERDIGRIS defense, but with them being down 10-0, VERDIGRIS, if they were able to get points on the board here with just being 4:40 remaining in the second quarter, they could do a great job in separating themselves from trying to close out and win these last 2 championship games here on Championship Saturday. Officially spotted at the 27-yard line. Cardinals will pick up their offense 1st and 10 from that point, needing to go 73 yards to get into the end zone.
That's a big-time defensive series for the Patriot defense. They've got to shut them down right here.
QB takes a snap, gives it to his running back, and that is number 44 on the carry. Looks like there's a face mask there, and they're going to call it immediately. Bo Daniels with the 1 touchdown on the night, and they're going to get extra yards on top of that, it looks like, after his metal face mask was grabbed by one of the Metro Christian players.
It was Presley on the tackle. But as Mike pointed out, not only is it face mask, it's the personal foul variety, so that's going to mark off 15 yards, and that puts the Cardinal in Patriot territory with 4:35 left before the break.
Well, they're 3 yards away from Patriot territory, as it's still an excellent field position at the 47-yard line. VERDIGRIS has a man in motion. They take the ball here. Quarterback's going to run with it, and he breaks 2, 3, 4 tackles, and that puts him in Patriot territory on the other 47-yard line for a gain of 6.
You talk about running to your strength. They shifted both of the backs over here to the side, and the quarterback, I mean, you just had him overloaded over there, and he just jumped in behind his blockers and picked up about, well, let's give him 7 on the play, 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, 2nd down and 3. They officially put this at the 46-yard line. And if they can get to the 43, move the chains again. VERDIGRIS on the move with their running attack. Daniels with the ball. He's going to get the 1st down and more, as he is going to be brought down at around the 41-yard line. And those chains are going to move for the Cardinals with 3:40 remaining in the first half.
The Cardinal offense is probably sharing the ball better than any offense we've seen. You can't really say that it's all the quarterback, because Maddox has done a great job as well. No turnovers, too, for the Cardinals.
So we are getting ready to have the Cardinals come out of their offensive set officially at the 41-yard line. So they just keep going with what works, giving the ball to Mo Daniels, and then they're just trying to set up blocks for him so he can get multiple yard carries on this. So back to Daniels. He has open daylight, and he is able to bring tacklers with him. And down to the 21-yard line. Gain of 20 on that play for Bo Daniels.
Tyler Shackelford able to finally get him on the ground, but One more time, they just jumped in behind. They're overloaded over here. You want to almost call that a jumbo set over here, and they're just taking off the right side and jumping in behind the extra blockers.
Clock inside 3 minutes now before we hit halftime. Verdigris already up 10-0 as a result of the one touchdown run and the safety they were able to get in the first quarter.
So if you're a Comet fan, now you got to be start to think about, we got to have a turnover right here.
A turnover desperately needed as the defense is being worn out here. Quarterback takes a snap. He starts to run it himself, calls his own number. That's number 18, Luke Boren. Able to get a couple yards, maybe about 2 or 3 on that carry up the left-hand side of the field. 2:20 and counting remaining here. No rush here for Verdigris as they're just looking to run the clock out and build their lead.
On the last play, you had Neely and Benjamin on the tackle, and that's the first time that they didn't run in behind their jumbo set. I like the way the coach set that up.
Verdigris coming back out here. Bourne and Daniels in the backfield, quarterback and running back. And they're looking to get rid of this one, throw it. Gets it to the receiver, and he's still on the run, able to get down to about the 9-yard line. Good passing play there for Verdigris. And that is number 44 again for the Cardinals. Bo Daniels, he's able to get out in the flat and just able to keep getting big plays for his team.
Excellent use of the fullback, as you said. He just kind of leaked out, got him behind the linebacker. Quarterback dumps it to him, and he did the rest, and he's got it all the way down to the 10.
Inside 90 seconds now, so they are timing this perfectly to try to take at least a 16 or 17-0 lead before Metro Christian can get the ball back. Quarterback with the snap, throws it, and it goes. And he hangs on to the ball.
Caught it!
For a Verdigris touchdown. Players excited as he's able to get it from 10 yards out. That was number 11 who caught the ball. That's Jet Roach. And Verdigris is dominating in this first half with 1:09 remaining and a 16-0 lead.
Roach not only was able to make the catch, but he held it all the way to the ground. He got popped in the end zone, held on to it for 6.
Wanting to get 2 points here. Remember, in INFC football, a kick is 2 and a run is 1. Gets it up over the post, and 2 points are good. 69 seconds remaining here in the first half. Verdigris with an 18-0 lead over Metro Christian. Will be back after 30 seconds on Southern Sports Network.
She was a good companion, eyes like the Grand Canyon. She was an American beauty, with her wafers on in the summer sun. Her touch felt like a loaded gun. Wish I had held her long.
If you're just joining us here for this 6th grade championship game, it's been all Verdigris as we have had 2 touchdowns, and then the first points belong to a safety on the Verdigris defense.
And Colby Ford will kick it up, and I believe he's also the one responsible for the 2 two-point kicks. And if you're a Verdigris fan, you got to be feeling really good about this because you're going to get the ball to start the second half.
And essentially it's a 3-possession lead. The ball came off the tee. And as has been the case here at every game here at Lincoln Christian this afternoon, the team that scores first typically wins, and being up by 18 doesn't hurt. Recovered at the 29. Metro Christian trying to return the ball, brought down at about the 38-yard line.
Great job by the Cardinal cover team. The return was only for about 4 yards. The Patriots will bring their offense out first down.
63 seconds remaining here in the first half. But they got to get some points on the board because being down 18, first to safety, and then the 2 touchdowns. There was the touchdown run by number 44, Bo Daniels. Then the quarterback was able to find his receiver, number 11, Jet Roach, in the end zone for a 10-yard scoop and score. And speaking of scoop, he's scooping the wrong way, trying to throw the football. And that just falls to the turf incomplete. That could have been a lot worse, Don.
Well, they had people in the area, but you got to wonder, are those linemen or are those receivers? Because I know 16 and 25 are there. We got to kind of see where they line up as far as the formation is concerned.
Verdigris just lining them up and running the blitz here, and it tends to work, and it looks like there is a penalty that they're going to call. Laundry on the line near the 34-yard line. Waiting for them to confer here with 50 seconds remaining in the first half. And the penalty is against Metro Christian. It's going to be intentional grounding.
And that carries with it a loss of down, so it's going to bring up second down.
Trips to the left for Metro Christian. Quarterback flanked by his running back, and the blitz is already on him. Brooks looking to avoid getting sacked, runs out, and maybe he doesn't quite get back to the original line of scrimmage. He's short by about 1 yard there.
But he got out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock, so they'll live to play another down. There's only 44 seconds left. If he stays in bounds there, they'd have had to hustle to get another playoff.
So as we get back to action here, trips to the right this time for the Patriots. Brooks looking to get enough time, but he may end up getting sacked here. Still on his feet, runs down to about the 34-yard line, but again, he still loses yardage, so it could be a coverage sack.
But that's still, what an effort by the Patriot quarterback just to get it back almost to the line of scrimmage, because they had him 10, 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Clock ticking down inside 20 seconds here. And they may just let this run down so that way they ain't able to get the ball back.
Of course, you kind of wonder now, it's fourth down. Why do the Cardinals not take a timeout?
Probably because they figured they're up 18. They're pretty confident. 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's going to be the end of the first half. So Verdigris with a 3-possession lead. Up 18-0, the Cardinals are over the Metro Christian Patriots. We're going to take a break as well. We will see you on the other side of halftime to start the third quarter. This is Indian Nations Football Championship Saturday on the Southern Sports Network.
Hey, Dean Blandino here. And guess what? Football season is right around the corner. And to watch the best live broadcasts in high school sports in Northeast Oklahoma, download the Southern Sports Network app. And check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I just did. Give them a like. It's the best broadcast in high school sports, and not just that area, in the country. Check them out.
The holidays are here, and Dick's Sporting Goods has all the best gifts for everyone on your list. The hottest footwear from Jordan, Nike, and Hoka. And the coolest apparel from all the best brands, plus must-have gifts from Yeti, Callaway, and The North Face. When you're running short on time, shop Dix.com, where 1 hour pickup is always an option. And with our best price guarantee, if you find a lower price, we'll match it. This season, give the gift of sport. Every holiday starts at Dick's.
A tradition of educational excellence, more than a century in the making, continues in Broken Arrow. Here, supportive faculty, in-demand undergraduate and graduate degrees, and affordable tuition make Northeastern State University your transfer destination. Finish what you started.
I can feel the warmth deep down in my bones. When I walk through that open door, I know that I am home. I listen to you. You're my home. You're my home. Love brings us here. Together we can do no wrong. Together's where we all belong. You're
Today's game is brought to you in part by Todd's Coffee Roastery, creating flavors for the most sophisticated palates to the everyday coffee drinker. Contact Todd's Coffee Roastery at toddscoffee.com and use promo code SSN25 to receive a 25% off discount on your order.
Bundle up the entire family this season with jackets, hats, gloves, and more from Dick's Sporting Goods. With the latest looks from the best brands like the North Face, Patagonia, Columbia, and more. Boots that score on comfort and style from Sorel and Doc Martens. Cozy accessories for the whole family. When you're running short on time, shop Dicks.com, where 1 hour pickup's always an option. And with our best price guarantee, if you find a lower price, we'll match it. Shop in-store or online. Every holiday starts at Dick's.
At Northeastern State University in Muskogee, we take care of our students so they can take care of others. Choose from a variety of healthcare degrees, including physician assistant studies, nursing, occupational therapy, speech language pathology, and more. Answer the call at Northeastern State University.
Bounce and then hit. Now you're gonna do it yourself.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going to change this now.
Dad, what do you think?
I like it.
Spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going to change this now. That I've just begun under purple sun. There's many reasons we are what we've become. I'm going to change this, ripping out pages. I'm going to change this now.
Hey sis.
The College of Business and Technology at Northeastern State University is where education meets industry. Our in-demand undergraduate and graduate programs have real-world focus with practical workforce applications. Choose from degrees in accounting, marketing, supply chain management, information systems, healthcare administration, data analytics, and more. Lead with experience from Northeastern State University.
She was a good companion, eyes like the Grand Canyon. She was an American beauty, with her wayfarers on in the summer sun. Her touch felt like a loaded gun. Wish I had held her long.
VERDIGRIS 18, Metro Christian nothing. This is the 6th grade INFC championship game here from Lincoln Christian High School, home of the Bulldogs at Willie George Field inside Dennis Byrd Stadium. Mike Stewart, Don Rice here calling the game for the Southern Sports Network. Don, just total domination by VERDIGRIS as they look to bring home their second consecutive championship tonight.
Well, it's going to be the second organization that has an opportunity to win 2 titles. We saw the Tulsa Boys Club. They took both of the Mighty Mite championships, and now VERDIGRIS is trying to double dip with the 5th and the 6th grade championship. And their 4th grade team, they played representative football too. I'm so impressed with all of these young men that we've seen today. To think that we none of these kids that we've seen today are over 13 years old, and they're playing great football.
Yeah, it goes out to the coaching staff and the parents and the support from the parents that are showing up as fans if they aren't directly involved with the coaching. Overall, great afternoon for football here in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, and we talked about it at one of the breaks about the fact that East Side football seems to be a little more dominant than West Side football, and I think you're seeing part of the reason why is the youth program over here is outstanding.
And we may have a touchdown already from the rip, and VERDIGRIS gets back on the board, and that might be the nail in the coffin, ladies and gentlemen.
Carter Millison You go onside kick. What's Carter say? That's fine. I'm taking it for 6.
Number 10, he takes it right from the 45-yard line and takes it straight to the house. So what was already an 18-0 lead, add 6 on to that, it's 24-0. So extra point upcoming. We know Verdigris likes to kick. That could put them at 26-0, and we haven't even had 12 seconds tick off the clock here to start the third quarter. Remember, in U football, extra points are 2, and it goes through. 26-0 kickoff return for the Verdigris Cardinals. We're going to take 30 seconds and be back on SSN.
Feel the warmth deep down in my bones. I know that I am home.
I miss him too.
Love brings us here. Together's where we all belong. You're my home. My home.
So if you're just joining us, you just missed the first play of the second half here. Carter Millicent for the Verdigris Cardinals taking the kickoff 55 yards for a Verdigris touchdown as they now lead by the score of 26-0. And it looks like the celebration is going to start early. And Verdigris only being 10 minutes away from Lincoln Christian, the kids will be able to have a good fast food dinner tonight, I'll tell you that much.
Fast food? If you win the INFC championship, can't your parents take you someplace other than fast food?
Well, maybe they want McDonald's or something. I don't know. You know kids are simple.
Okay. Well, I hope to heck. My wife said that I'm supposed to call her when I get up and she'll go pick up dinner. I hope she's not going to McDonald's.
Well, I'm planning on the Buffalo Wild Wings to watch UFC in Edmond, Oklahoma tonight. There's another recovery. And when it rains, it pours. Verdigris with the ball at the 50.
How about we give him the special team award already? That's number 10. He just took one to the house, and now on defense, he took the ball away, and Verdigris is back on offense.
So is that's got to put Millicent in run for the MVP award, obviously, right? Because he's able to get the onside recovery. He takes the kickoff back 55 yards to put them up 26-0. And this is starting to get about as one-sided as it could possibly get here.
So I guess I'm not getting any votes.
Well, technically you'd have to be on the field playing, you know what I mean?
I guess.
If it makes you feel better, Don, I'm not getting any votes either. As the running back runs and he is brought down, Metro Christian defense able to bring him down the backfield for about a loss of 1 or 2.
Great pursuit from the Patriot defense, and it's great to see their defense is absolutely not giving up. What they need right now is a turnover in the big way.
So Patriots they need a turnover because they're technically down 4 possessions, and then time is running out. It obviously doesn't help any. Second down, and it looks like that was a 2-yard loss. It'll be second down and 12 for Verdigris. Able to give the ball to Bo Daniels. He's able to run and get about 7 yards, but there's a penalty flag coming in. It's going to be holding, it looks like, against Verdigris. While we have time, we're going to try to read off the teams for Metro Christian Academy, and that's actually against Metro Christian. So the association president for Metro Christian, Tyler Bacon. Lead contact, Adam Taylor. The head coach is Scott Williams. His assistant coaches include Matt Brooks, Sankey Lynch, Eddie Garrett, Mark Neely, Joel Shackelford, and Chris Jensen. As that penalty was against the Patriots down to the 30-yard line. It's a face mask penalty, which is just giving Verdigris all the momentum in the world at this point.
Cardinals have put 4 in the backfield this time.
And they give it to their running back who's able to run straight up the middle. And this is another what appeared to be a Verdigris touchdown. Great touchdown-saving tackle.
Major Brooks.
Major Brooks doing it on both sides of the football. That was Boston Sherman able to get down to the 1.
There's a flag on the play.
And they're calling a flag on this one. We're going to see what it is. It is going to be against Verdigris, so that's coming all the way back. And we'll go ahead and read off the roster real quick of players for Metro Christian. Number 1, Major Brook with the big play there. Number 2, Tyler Shackelford. Number 4, Kendrick Collins. Number 6, Colton Hall. Number 7, Lavoya Paylor. Number 8, Manhattan Duffy. Number 10, Max Lowe. Number 11, Bennett Presley. Number 12, Barrett Taylor. Number 13, Jackson Lynch. Number 14, Drake Milton. Number 16, Benjamin Garrett. Number 17, Red Herberger. Number 20, Channing Jensen. Number 21, Braden Carlisle. Number 22, Austin Watts. Number 25, Luke Williams. Number 27, William Guardiola. Number 34, Luke Neely. Number 36, Jared Nail. Number 48, Elijah Lowe. And number 74, Xander Dumais. As Verdigris gets the ball back, and they give it to the running back. And again, he's just getting free here, breaking tackles, and multiple Metro Christian defenders trying to bring him down here.
Tyler Shackelford on the tackle with some help there from number 4, Kendrick Collins.
Coaches for Verdigris, the head coach, Keith Boren. His assistant coaches are Steve Cagle, Mike Ellis, Tony Daniels, Scott Hager, and Scott Postlethwaite. As we wait for Verdigris to break the huddle here with a 26-point lead, pitching a shutout on the defensive end as well with 5:45 remaining in the third quarter.
You know, we gave all kinds of kudos to the 5th grade Verdigris offensive line. We've got to say the same thing about the 6th grade O-line.
They're definitely getting their running backs plenty of room here as they were able to clear something there on the right-hand side for the running back to run through. That was number 13, Boston Sherman.
One more time, Bennett Presley, number 11, comes up to make the tackle.
Players for Verdigris, number 2, Hoyt Gibson. Number 3, Bryson Schultz. Number 5, Aiden Hager. Number 6, Gavin Postlethwaite. Number 7, Axel Lemus. Number 8, Landon Lee. Number 9, Zamonte Kilpatrick. Number 10, Carter Millison. Number 11, Jet Roach. There's 2 number 11s, also Isaiah Allinger. Boston Sherman, number 13. Colby Ford, number 14. And we have Brody Fuller, number 15. Luke Bourne, number 18. Isaac McClanahan, number 21. Keith Maynard, number 24. Cooper Lewis, number 25. Patrick Doherty, number 27. Ryder Lang, number 32. Jax McKnight, number 33. Bo Daniels, number 44. Isaiah East, number 72. Jackson Cagle, number 75. Jeremiah Maltby, number 90, and Noah Irby, number 99. As Verdigris gets back here at the 20-yard line, 4 men in the backfield. As Metro Christian is able to, well, they're still running, but it looks like a gain of about 4 on this one with about 4:12 remaining in the third.
Luke Neely on the tackle with some help from Benjamin Garrett.
Got the fender subbing in here for Metro Christian. As Verdigris is looking to try to, I don't know if you could call it a nail in the coffin when you're already up 26 points, but when you have the ball and then you're down at the 16-yard line, pretty safe to say that everything is going your way at the moment. Quarterback under center with 2 teammates flanking him and a running back in the backfield, and that is going to be a penalty against Metro Christian, and it looks like 5 free yards for Verdigris.
I say it every time that happens. You got to credit the offensive team as well. You go on 2, it's so hard for them not to jump, and they did it perfectly, and that gave them a first down.
So as we get back to live action here, handing it to the running back, and he is looking to break contain. There's about 3 Metro Christian defenders there, able to tackle him at roughly the 8-yard line. And the clock, they're just looking to take it off, not worried about how much time there is, as it's 3:15 and counting remaining in this third quarter. Verdigris looking to eat as much of it as possible en route to scoring yet another touchdown.
On the last play, it was Duffy one more time coming up from the secondary. He made the tackle, that is, right close to the line of scrimmage.
Gives it to the running back, and he's looking to break contain there. And he's still running and brought down. It looks like he is held at the 1-yard line. So, again, that looked like it was number 44, Bo Daniels, on the carry, and they are just continuing. Verdigris getting to do whatever they want with the ground game. And now they're 3 feet away from extending this 26-point lead.
Number 7, Paylor made the tackle, but as you talked about, he got it all the way down to the 1. Now you look probably just for the quarterback to keep it.
Number 18 gets into the end zone, and that's another touchdown for VERDIGRIS and Luke Boren. Now is going to be 32-0, and likely another 2-point, extra point field goal upcoming.
Special teams plays.
Special teams plays, and they're doubling up the points as well. Everything just going the way of the VERDIGRIS Cardinals here in the last game and in this game, and they are going to have to improvise here about the only thing they haven't capitalized on with this extra point attempt. So a stop by Metro Christian, but with 2:21 remaining in the third quarter, the VERDIGRIS Cardinals have a 32-0 lead over the Metro Christian Patriots. We will take a timeout here, 30 seconds on Southern Sports Network.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going to change this now. Spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going to change this, ripping out pages. I'm going to change this now.
To go in the third quarter.
We are ready to resume play here, guys. Score for those of you that may or may not have been following Oklahoma State Cowboy football this afternoon. They defeat Iowa State by a score of 20-14, and apparently the return of Spencer Sanders in Stillwater. And do we have another recovery by VERDIGRIS? Yes, we do. And if you are the coaching staff, you have to wonder, why do that? You're up by 5 possessions at this point.
And again, this is not in any way supporting one coach or the other coach. Sometimes that's all these teams know to do because they do it every single time. A lot of these teams don't like to kick off deep because you get people hurt, and that's all they know. They just kick it short.
Good idea for player safety. Is just you wonder at this point, because I know some people watching at home would probably taking it as pouring it on, given, again, it's 32-0 at this point, and then you got the quarterback running here, able to get about 2 yards on the carry. Looks like there was a flag. Laundry on the line at the 39-yard line. But at this point, you just, with it being 6th grade youth football, the game is well in hand. You kind of just want to run the clock down and get this over with. We've had 4 very competitive games, championship games leading up to this point. And then this is by far going to be the widest margin of victory for any team on Championship Saturday.
Hats off, though, to the Patriot defense because they have fought through the entire ball game. And it would be real easy for them to hang their hats right now because, as you said, you just have to be realistic. This ball game is definitely over.
And a lot of it has to do with if you're a defense and you stay on the field most of the game, your offense has to pull their weight. And I don't care what level of football you play. If the offense isn't pulling their weight, the defense is going to get tired. And I don't care if you have a top 10 defense in the NFL or NCAA or even here in youth football. They get tired, they're human, they're going to get exhausted, and there's only so much that they can do before the dam starts to break.
Well, we talked about that at lunchtime when we had a little break in the action. We had about an hour off. We talked about that's really what's wrong with OSU right now is they still have a really good defense, even though a lot of people don't think so. But when you play 3/4 of the ball game, as you just said, sooner or later, you get tired.
Look at the TCU game where they were able to, and we may have another touchdown break here. And VERDIGRIS is just running up the score, it feels like, at this point. Another touchdown is going to run this up to 38-0.
Actually, in INFC football, what will happen here is he's going to put 35 on the clock or on the score, and it will be frozen, and the final score actually will be 35-0.
So 35 points is the limit, apparently, for INFC at any game, whether it be a championship or not?
Absolutely, unless you're dealing with Mighty Mites, and the Mighty Mites, it's 28 points, and if you'll notice, the clock now will run. It's a running clock even during extra points. That's one of, rather than have a a run rule per se, like in baseball where the ball game's over, they just run the clock.
So it'd be frozen at 35-0, and at this point, touchdowns are going to be meaningless, which I like that. That's a good idea because you really don't – I mean, it's clearly gotten to the point where this is the textbook definition of a run rule game. And we'll go ahead and take a 30-second break and be back on the other side. VERDIGRIS just going to roll to their second championship here in the 6th grade, and we'll be back on the other side of this break.
She was a good companion, eyes like the Grand Canyon. She was an American beauty, with her wayfarers on in the summer sun. Her touch felt like a loaded gun. Wish I had held her long.
From break, we've applied a rule here. INFC has a rule to where when a game is so lopsided, it's a continuously running clock. VERDIGRIS has the maximum lead that they can get in this championship game, 35-0 over Lincoln Christian. The only drama is going to be if Lincoln Christian can get on the board here. They're brought down, and they thought that there would have been another turnover. In this case, there wasn't, tackled at the 33. Going back to what we were talking about when defenses get exhausted, the OSU-TCU game, OSU's on defense for at least 75 to 80% of the game. And I believe that's what broke the game open for TCU, allowing them to get the victory, coming back from, I believe, 14 or 17 down there in Fort Worth.
Well, and part of that, and I'm probably going to get some criticism here, but part of that, you can hang on the coaching staff because you're up by 17 points. Whether you can successfully do it or not, let's run the football a little bit and take some time off the clock.
I would think that OSU could run the football because they have 3 or 4 run. I mean, OSU is known as halfback U, and they have 3 or 4 running backs that can run the football. But again, with the Big 12 and the way that's set up for passing attack, and they always want to be able to throw the football, you know, that could have a lot to do with it as well. We have a timeout on the field. We'll take 30 seconds and be right back.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going to change us now. Spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going to change us, ripping out pages. I'm going to change us now.
Back on SSN, and we do have it to where we have Metro Christian with the football, and he throws it for a loss, it seems like, down to the 25-yard line. But again, just going back, and we had talked also, Don, some of these high schools, like it would be a good benefit to have this rule applied, given some of the 6A1 schools what they've done in high school this year.
Well, some of the coaches or some of the guys I've talked to said that actually they kind of have that rule now, but both coaches have to agree to whether the clock runs or not. And unfortunately, sometimes even the coach that's way ahead doesn't want the clock to run continually because that's their opportunity to get some of the younger classmen into the ballgame. I don't like it. I think there needs to come up with, 35 sounds like a great number to me.
Yeah, and fourth quarter time here now, 7:16 running down. Once again, Mike Stewart with Don Rice. VERDIGRIS up 35-0 for those of you just tuning in. Per INFC rules, 35-0 is the maximum lead that you can take, meaning that this will now be a running, rotating clock for the rest of the game. Metro Christian back on offense, quarterback looking to throw the football on a screen here. Looks like he's going to be able to get it down to about the 39-yard line. But, yeah, with some of the games that we've seen that have been one-sided in high school football this year, I think you said Jinx had beaten Moore by a score of 84-0 or something like that earlier
It was
this year.
close to that. It was one of those it was a record. That's the most points that Jinx had ever scored. That was Presley on the catch and give him a nice run. He picked up about 6 on the play, 4th down.
So 4th down here, Metro Christian has to be able to at least get it to the 36 to be able to keep the drive alive. Throws the football, and nearly with an amazing catch. But VERDIGRIS will get the ball back as we have a running clock of 6:06 and counting.
Great effort there by Manhattan Duffy. Just couldn't quite haul it in. That turns the ball over 1st and 10 to the VERDIGRIS Cardinal.
And they'll have the ball. And, again, they can't extend the lead any more than 35-0. We want to stress that. So even if they do get a touchdown, it's not going to count at this point. Ball at the 38. Title already in hand. It's just we're waiting on the clock to hit 3 zeros at this point. So what we may see is a bunch of kneel downs just to try to, or they'll continue to run the football. And this touchdown, if he gets into the end zone, is not going to count because, again, they cannot score more than 35 per INFC rules. 5:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Verdigris on this one.
Major Brooks came across the field to knock him out of bounds.
Major Brooks, the quarterback for Metro Christian, doing everything he can on both sides of the football to try to, and it's not like they may have had a bad game, but they had an excellent season to be able to get to this point in the championship game. That's one thing we do want to clarify. This is Championship Saturday. All of these teams today have been playing for a title.
Absolutely. They just picked a bad day to have a bad day.
Takes the snap and unable to break contain. He's going to get in the end zone, but this ain't going to count. So it's still going to be 35-0, although technically it's another touchdown. But, again, it freezes at 35. It's not going to count. Clock's going to tick down with 4:28 remaining.
And that was Bo Daniels that put it in the end zone.
So Bo Daniels was with the phantom touchdown is what we'll call it at this point. But he did have an actual touchdown to be able to, first touchdown run of the day for Verdigris. So he's just continuing to build upon that, and they're going to kick this. But, again, if you're seeing that the score isn't moving, there's a reason for that because, again, 35-0 is the maximum we can get via INFC rules. So at this point, it's just like playing Duck Hunt on Nintendo because it's pretty much target practice. Extra point coming up here. And, again, this won't count. So they're just kind of running scrimmage plays. 1 point run is good. 35-0 still for Verdigris, and we will come back after 30 seconds. This is INFC football on Southern Sports Network.
She was a good companion, eyes like the Grand Canyon. She was an American beauty, with her wayfares on in the summer sun. Her touch felt like a loaded gun. Wish I had held her long.
35-0 Verdigris over Metro Christian here in the 6th grade INFC championship game here at Lincoln Christian High School in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of the Bulldogs. So clock's running down. It's inside 3 minutes, and Don, we're just going to talk about how would you sum up the day. Verdigris is going to get 2 championships to match the total from TYAA and the Mighty Mites, and then Bigsby was able to squeeze out the 4th grade championship as well.
Well, it's kind of been a Verdigris afternoon, and that's one of the things that I take away from this is it's one of the smaller clubs that we have inside the INFC, but even being a small club, you see here they put 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade in the championship game, and then we had 2 boys and girls club teams from TYAA. Nice return there, though, for the Patriots.
All the way down to the 49-yard line. That was very impressive for Metro Christian. And, again, we have an injured player down on the field, so we may go ahead and take a timeout here. Now, I don't think that they're going to stop the running clock for the injured player, given the situation, and they are going to. So they will stop it for an injury with 2:08 remaining, just out of respect for the injured player. They don't want to have no celebration, obviously, with a man being hurt. So hopefully he's able to do okay. We haven't had any significant injuries this afternoon. We had one of the Verdigris players go down with a horse collar tackle, but he was able to come out one play later and get back on the field. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going to change this now. Spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going to change this, ripping out pages. I'm going to change this now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been from break here for a little bit. Obviously, VERDIGRIS is going to win this game 35-0 over Metro Christian. There was an injured player on the kickoff here, and so the game has officially been called. Please keep the player in your prayers. Due to the parents wanting privacy, we are not going to reveal his name during this broadcast. But some good news here over the last couple minutes. He has been able to talk, and they're running some preliminary tests just to make sure everything's okay.
And that's going to conclude an absolute fantastic day of football. We went 1st through 5th grade. Had several clubs represented. I appreciate y'all having me out, but can't say enough about the quality of football we saw today.
The quality of football, very few turnovers, and just an unfortunate ending to an excellent championship Saturday here at Lincoln Christian High School. But again, some good news in the last couple of moments. The player has been up, and they are running preliminary tests. He just got a round of applause from the fans in attendance. So just to wrap up, TYAA able to win the Miami Mice championships in 1st and 2nd grade. Bigsby able to win the 4th grade championship over one of 3 VERDIGRIS teams that played, and the 5th and 6th grade teams for VERDIGRIS able to win, with the 6th grade VERDIGRIS team able to win by a score of 35-0. For Don Rice on color commentary, I am Mike Stewart, and on behalf of Chris Dotson, CEO of the Southern Sports Network, we're going to sign off here from Lincoln Christian High School in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Want to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great Saturday night.